Hey everybody, I'm Slav-in-a-tor-ski and welcome to my channel. Obviously that's not my real name, but that's what you get, my handle. But today we're going to be going over the Viridian X5L with camera. So this is a green light, or I'm sorry, a green laser, light, and HD camera. It's a 1080p HD camera, 500 lumen light, waterproof, rechargeable battery. This thing was expensive. It took about 3 months to get this in. Once I ordered it, they had to actually get parts, I believe, if I remember from the email. Once the parts came in, they put it together and then sent it over to me. Full disclosure, I did get, from my previous video where I had my C5L Viridian, I registered that with them. Once I registered it, they sent me a 50% off coupon. I used that 50% off coupon to buy this and get it for half off the price on the website. Keep that in mind when you're doing that. This one also came with a coupon, but it's only 30% off, so still 30% off. I'll be using that. Again, another thing in full disclosure, I already started this review. I got about halfway through it, opened up the packaging and everything, and realized I was not recording on my camera. So I've already popped everything out of it. Let's just hop in. So you get to see the fun of recording these reviews when you're an idiot such as myself. So let's get this packaging out of the way. I already took the guts out. Everything you might need to know. There's their instant on technology. I have not used that yet. I still need to play around with it to get a full grasp of that. It'll be interesting. Right now I'm just teaching myself to kind of push the button if needed when I draw. It's my bedside stand and my carry on my HK P30SK. Alright, so let's get that plastic backing out of the way. This is the actual item you get. You notice it's attached to what looks like a Glock barrel. That's Viridian's way of holding your tools and everything that are included with it. Speaking of which, everything that comes in it, on the other side of this card is your warranty, so you get your code and everything on there. Yeah, you know why I'm not showing you that side of it. Here is your registration card. So this is what I used on the previous Viridian product when I registered it, and they gave me the percentage off coupon. They want you to keep buying their stuff, so they keep giving you coupons with decent discounts. I will keep registering these. Also get some swag. Got more stickers. I always like stickers. Finally got something from Classic Firearms recently, and they did give me the stickers. I was very, very happy. And if you want hints as to stickers, I like stickers. Anytime somebody gives me a sticker with something, I use it. You also get Allen wrench key, or Allen key. I tend to mess up my words a lot, so I mix them together or say the complete wrong thing. You also get the USB cable. It is, let's see, little itty bitty USB. So it's not your standard, it's not USB-C. I'll have to look up and see. I used to work at Radio Shack. I should know what this is called, but I don't remember now. USB-B maybe. I'll try to put a notation in here what it is, if I remember. You also get a tiny, tiny little warning label that you're supposed to put on it, so I'll put that on it so no one screams at me. And your instructions. X series of camera, quick start guide, everything that's included in the packaging, serial number, where your sticker's supposed to go, etc. Instructions on the inside, turn on and off, everything like that. We'll go through everything on how that works. But let me go ahead and get my tools cleaned off the desk here, and we'll get back in and start getting into the details. Alright, so let's get into how this sucker works. As I was saying earlier, you can see here, you have what looks like a Glock barrel that it comes attached to. So we're just going to unscrew that. It's a good thing I wasn't recording it last time, because you would have had to put up with 20 minutes of me trying to find my screwdriver. On top of this, you can open it up and put different tools and things in there that you need to. So the Allen wrench, your USB cable, all of that can, well, yeah, it should be able to fit in there. I'll try it. That way it doesn't all get lost. But let's get that out of the way. Back to the item at hand. So, take a look at it. Remove film from battery before using. So they do that so it doesn't get hurt. To access the battery, you're going to pull these little clasps out. And battery should just pop right out. There we go. Ah, good. So the clasps are attached to the battery, not to the unit. So you'll take a look here. All the internals. You have a little weatherproof USB plug. There's your power button, and that is the camera button to tell when that's working or not. This is surprisingly light. You notice you have push buttons on either side. Very tactile, very easy to hear. So I like that, that's good. And you see here, there's that plastic piece it's talking about. So we should be good to go. So let's push that back in. There we go. Make sure these line up. Drop that on there. These are clamps. It's kind of like an ammo box clamp. See how it goes up and then you pull it down? Kind of like a little clamp clasp. The clamps. All right, and that holds it in there nice and secure. I like that setup. All right, so back to the instructions. On off. To turn it on, press either of the buttons. Press them again to turn it off. There we go. There's the laser. Turned on, turned off. We just have the laser right now, as you can see. Haha! I like that reflection. Alright, so laser works. Changing modes. Press both buttons while the device is on to cycle through all the different modes. Press both buttons and release each time to reach the next mode. We already attached the battery. Alright, so you press both buttons at the same time. Maybe I should turn it on first, that's probably smart. So you have light and laser. Really, really bright too. That hurts my eyes. So there's about a half a second delay. So there you have strobe. We have a disco fever. Then we have strobe on just the laser. Again, I'm just pushing both at the same time. Then we have strobe on the laser and steady light. Then we have just the light, no laser. And back to just laser, no light. If I'm going to be using this, I want laser and light. I pushed it one time off, and it always comes back to the last setting. So I like that. It's featured. It's just like the C5L. All right. So to enable the camera, it would help if I put this over you read it. Perform deliberate double clicks of both buttons at the same time while your device is powered on. When double clicking to enable or disable your camera, make sure your fingers come off the buttons between clicks. So no short clicking. You can confirm the camera is recording by checking the recording indicator near the SD card symbol is blinking. The camera will begin recording approximately 2 seconds before the indicator light near that starts blinking. Alright, so push it once, turn it on. That's another thing too. Just putting a slight pressure, I'm barely putting any pressure at all on that, and it momentarily turns it on. So that's kind of a cool feature. But we'll turn it on. Now do that double click. You see here the indicator. So double click. And there we go. We now are recording. So if we want to take out one of our gnomes, take out the other gnome, we can. I'm going to download this footage as well and put that onto the channel. I'll probably put it in one of the corners or maybe over here or here. We'll see. I'll put it in there somewhere. for you to enjoy. And then double click to turn it off. So one of the features, let's see, I want to test something. So we turned it off, we turn it back on. That was my mistake. I clicked that one once and that one twice. We're recording. Let's turn it off. Now let's see if it automatically starts recording when I turn it on. See that? Now all three things come on at once. It starts recording, the light and the laser all come on at the same time as soon as he puts them on. So this, I think, would be a really cool feature. Turn that off. I think this would be a really cool feature for law enforcement or security or anything like that, so that needs to have a sidearm or something along those lines, because it records directly down the barrel of the firearm. So even at the range, you can get a really good feel. So let's say if the camera moves too much when you're pulling the trigger, you can tell you're over squeezing or something along those lines. Squeezing too hard, pulling to the left, jerking it, flinching. You can probably tell that through this camera a lot, and you can check your grouping really well. So I think it'll be cool for that, for just a shooter. I think it'll be cool for anyone who's on duty. Again, they like the body cams. Having a camera on the firearm is kind of a cool idea too. So you can actually record what's going on. Self-defense situation, let's say you don't have to shoot somebody, or you do, or, well, actually that part doesn't even matter. If you pull it up and you automatically turn it on and it's recording, the barrel of the gun records everything, and I believe this records audio as well. So this is perfect for any proof you need in a self-defense situation. It's right at the tip of your gun. I think that is an awesome feature. And then for myself, for a YouTuber standpoint, this is awesome footage. I mean, right at the bottom of the gun, aiming forward, you don't get much better range footage than that. And I can't bring too much to the range. I can't bring like a full setup to my range here to record myself shooting. That's why you don't see a whole bunch of range footage from me, because they kind of get a little uppity with me over there. They're still very much stuck in like the 1980s, but they let me get away with it enough, I think. But it is their range and I have to follow their rules. So some of the ranges are a little better, some are not. Some are better for acoustics, some are not. You already know how that goes. But I'm going to try to get some footage with this shooting. I can't guarantee I can to get this in the review. If not, I'll probably take a second video mounting this on different firearms and shooting them at the range to get a good feel for it. So I think it's just a really cool feature. But we'll go ahead and grab a gun. See what I did there? But I will grab something, we'll mount it on there, and we'll get a feel of what it will feel like to have this mounted and to use it, like actually use the buttons and stuff like that while it's mounted. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I grabbed my HK USB in 40. You see it's got the rail adapter on the front here. So we'll go ahead and slap it on there and test it out with that. So for that, let me make sure this is loosened. Oh, and just so everybody knows, I was off camera. There's no magazine in it. Nothing in the chamber. So don't worry about it. All right, so first step, I need to loosen this the rest of the way. We're almost there. There we go. As you see, all that came right off. So we'll make sure we mount it with that facing out, so we're not being a complete fool about it. Clamp goes back in. It's a little bit foolproof, and that's kind of a good thing, because I'm a bit of a fool. So mount it on there. As you can see, my screwdriver does not have the magnet in it anymore, so it likes to fall out. Or the little Headpiece likes to fall out. It just did. I guess I was seeing that coming. All right, and there we go. That giant honking laser camera light is now on my HK USP, which itself is not a small firearm. You'll see the amount of width it adds. So if you mount this thing on a Glock, it's probably going to add a little bit of width. So I think they're roughly about the same width as an HK, but it's not so much. No, I'm not looking at myself. I'm off to the side. You see how the difference is in the width? But the nice thing is, you have this here. You push the button momentarily, or you push it completely. It's kind of a little difficult to push all the way. There we go. You'll see on the bottom, we are recording. So whatever you aim at is now being recorded. And push it again to turn it off. I do have very big hands, and that is quite a bit of ways for my finger to get to. Some people may have issues with that if they have shorter fingers. A lot of people have longer fingers. I have kind of medium-sized fingers, fat hands. So it gives you an idea what you're working with. But I think that looks great. You really can't go wrong if you're trying to get into something like this. It's great for, oh, look at me knocking stuff down. That's what I get for trying to pile everything up on here. But that is all that I have for today. I hope everybody out there enjoyed this video. I think this is a really cool piece of technology. It's a little bit different putting a camera on the end of a gun. I mean, it's not like it's never been done before, but I think it's cool to have it available to civilians. I think it's neat that you can buy this if you can afford it. And I love the fact that the discount code worked. That really made this actually happen. If I didn't get a discount code, I may not have bought this. So that really made the difference. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. If you have any questions, go ahead and throw those in there too. If I missed anything or you have anything you want to add that I didn't talk about, toss that down there too, because I want to learn some more about this as well. I just got it. I plan on playing with it a lot and really getting to learn the ins and outs of this camera. That's all I have though. I hope everyone out there has a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at. We're here in Florida. It's hot, it's muggy. It's what you expect for September. But have a great one. We'll talk to you again next time. Later. Okay, so after recording the review, I noticed when I looked at the footage on my computer that the camera puts a timestamp on it, and it was for 2018, so I wanted to update that to show the current date and time. If you look in the instructions for this, it actually shows you how to do that, so I figured why not go ahead and show that in here as well. It doesn't take much, and I can just screen cap it for you. So what you want to do is go to viridianweapontech.com/X Series Gen 3. Now you're going to click enter, let it load up. You're going to have everything right in here on it. And here's your steps. Download the software, open the executable file. If Windows Defender pops up, click more info, otherwise skip to step 5. Go to step 5. You will see this screen here. Then plug in the camera and good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Download. Alright, you see it here. Let's click that. Alright, so Windows Defender did jump in on it. So more info, run anyways. And forgive the background noise, it just started raining. This is Florida. Alright, so you'll go down here. You should now see the following screen. Plug in the camera. Camera is already plugged in. sync with date and time. Time sync completed. Now you'll see September 16th, 2020. This is the overwrite feature. So what this is by default, once the memory is full, the camera will overwrite the oldest files. So it'll basically do like any other computer does. With this off, it will not do that. It will record until it's full. And I plan on pulling everything off here, so I'm going to keep that as off. I don't want that to be an issue. There are 32 gigabytes in the memory in the light laser combo. So I didn't say that in the review, so I figured I'd plug that here. 32 gigabytes total. You can decide if you want the timestamp on or off. I want it on. The video, you can decide between 1080p at 30 frames per second or 720p 30 frames per second. As you can see, I want what's there. If you open the file folder, it'll open up the actual camera. And you see it is empty because I already pulled everything and dropped it into my review channel folder. But that's what I had there. I figured just in case anyone has any issues, I could show how it goes. It's pretty easy. You shouldn't have any issues on it there. Now, one of the cool things is when you look on Viridian's website, you'll see everything on the bottom. If you have any issues with them, they have an 800 number. Free shipping if you order it directly from them. They have a 7-year warranty excluding the camera models. 30-day back money guarantee. So it's pretty nice. Now, regarding the camera model, what is the warranty on this bad boy? Let's go ahead, since we're on Viridian's website. Let me bring that up. Alright, so here's their full X series. Gen 3 tactical light HD camera. X5L Gen 3 with light, green laser, and camera. That's the one we have. It does have the instant on technology. You'll see this thing's a little pricey. But if you do what I said in the review video, you shouldn't have any problems there. Alright, here's your thing. So this one has a 2-year limited warranty, is what's going on there. And I'm going to put all this info in the video as well. Oh, I say that now, but I already did to you. But this is past me telling other past me to talk to future you. And now that I've confused everyone thoroughly, I think I will end it there. Because I just confused myself with that. But that's it. I just wanted to add that in and help people out in case they weren't familiar with the computer setup process. Thanks, everybody.